Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering. Off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler review series videos I've been doing for a little while now. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I alluded to this one in my last one, but we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, I'm wearing some grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes, that means that I was on my way home from work and I found some shit to review for you. That is not the case today, though. Not at all. So as I mentioned in my previous review, I went over there. I found this item and the item I just got through reviewing yesterday. I went out shopping, did a little, supplies and stuff. But I knew that these items were a thing, and I'd seen people already buying them, and And the thing is, because I do this show, and because people know I do this show, people will go over there and send me messages and be like, Brandon, what the fuck nuts? Where's the review? So I knew I needed to get out there. And luckily I found them both out at Walmart. And I was like, all right, cool. I thought about reviewing this one because I didn't have to wait for it like I did the other one. But I figured, no, man, we're going to do this one thing. So what is it? Well, what I just got through reviewing is, boom, the limited edition zero sugar Oreo Coca-Cola. And what I alluded to and what I'm going to be reviewing today is basically the inverse. It's boom! It is Coca-Cola Oreos with poppin' candy. Ugh. I don't like poppin' candy. It just feels so wasteful to me. I get it. I guess it's fun. I don't know that I think it's fun. But maybe I'm just a grumpy old man. Anyway, so yeah. Oreo and Coke just decided, fuck it, we're just doing it. So, neat. Let's get a thing for the. Get a thing for a thing. Can I do the? Oh no! The lighting looks like this, and we'll kind of like that. Ha 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 ha! Sure, man. Let's give it a go. And let's open it up. Ooh, it's pretty looking. I mean, it's even got the Coca. I don't know if I'm going to like these or not, but points for classiness. Points for classiness. Okay, doing it with flair. I like it. It does smell kind of like a cola. Let's give it a go. There's the poppin' candy. Well, boy, I sure do like having the sound of popping in my head. I don't know. I'm kind of here or there on this one. Like, for one thing, I'm trying to. Because the thing is, before I was even doing reviews, Oreo actually came out with a cherry cola flavored Oreo. Wasn't associated with Coke, but, just cherry cola flavor. And I had that at the time. And I still remember to this day it being very interesting and tasting very chemically. This, thankfully, does not taste that chemically, but I will say it doesn't taste natural. One thing I will say that's really interesting, with the way the cream is presented, it almost offers up a mildly refreshing sensation. Like, the way it like sort of almost liquefies. It almost, and again, because it does have something of a cola taste, it becomes oh so slightly reminiscent of that kind of sensation that you get, when you're drinking a nice cold Coca-Cola on a hot day. I don't know. I think I like it. But it's so hard to pin down. Like, I would say that, yeah, overall, there's sort of a cola aspect to it. But it's honestly not jumping out at me quite the way I was expecting it to. And the thing is, okay, outside of the Coca-Cola thing, alright, fine. Because that's just the niche, kitsch little novelty aspect of it. How does it taste as an Oreo? Because that really has to be the end-all, be-all of it. And as an Oreo, I mean, I kind of like it. It definitely wouldn't be like a favorite Oreo, but it is a very interesting Oreo. Like, it's definitely doing things that like a normal Oreo doesn't. Like, you can tell that they didn't just slap some fun designs on it. Like, they definitely were working on this to try to get something out of it. And they not only try to come up with a cola sort of taste, but, like with the popping candy, like I said, with the cream, they definitely were doing some sort of alchemical wizardry to go over there and try to make this as reminiscent of a Coca-Cola experience, not just a flavor, as possible. And I think there's something commendable about that, but I do wish it tasted more like Coke. I think that's the one part where it's there. I'm not saying it's not, but I think they could have gone bolder with it. But I'm not going to deny, it is there on some level. With the popping candy, with the way... Yeah, I mean, credit where it's due. If nothing else, these are definitely some of the most interesting Oreos I've ever had. And I've had a shitload of Oreos in my life. Do I like them, though? Well, two questions have to be asked. Would I get them again? Would I recommend them? Yes, on occasion. Yes, because fun. So here's the thing. For me personally, these would not be a go-to Oreo for me. I like them. I like that they're making me think. I like that there's a lot of dimension to the experience, not only in flavor, but in like tactile experience to it and everything. There's a lot going on in these. However, in terms of just straight flavor, I could think of probably at least a half dozen Oreos offhand that I prefer to these, in terms of strictly flavor. Now, that said, because these are so interesting and so weird, I would definitely get these again out of morbid curiosity, but I would need a break period in between. These are one of those items where it's like, I like it, I think they're really nifty, I love that they exist. But they are just a little bit too off the beaten path, and they're just a little bit too, just a little, you know what I mean? Like, I like them, but, that's kind of where I fall with these. So it's like, I would not get these again anytime soon. But if they wanted to keep them around, hell, if they wanted to make them a permanent item, I would definitely probably go over there and get maybe like 3 packs a year or something like that. It's not going to be a go-to for me, but I do like them. I genuinely like these a lot. But if I'm recommending them, try them. Basically the same logic that I had with the Coca-Cola, which is, look, it's a limited time thing. It's the merging of two of the biggest junk food brands in the world. I mean, it's a borderline iconic moment, okay? Back when I was, kind of late teens, I want to say. Maybe very early 20s, but I think late teens. We had Freddy versus Jason. That was a holy shit moment. The movie itself was a little bit, but, I mean, I still go back and watch those fucking fight scenes. This is kind of that, but with snacks, and not versus, it's them doing the fusion dance and combining. And amazingly, None of them ended up fat or anorexic, like, you know, when the fusion dance goes wrong. I would say both of these, you definitely got your Gogeta and your Vegito out of this. But come on! 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there, have yourselves a truly, this is the universe that we exist in. I share it with you. We all have to live with that. One day we will have to atone. Final 2 things. Number 1, this is like some hedonism bot shit. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, what I want you to go out and do, I don't usually pitch a product like this. Go out and try these insane creations that clearly only the damned could ever possibly enjoy. And let me know what you think about them. Because so far, from the people that I've seen, you know, like within my own life, who have tried these, typically they've been really into them, you know? Like, and that's, when it comes to like these weird offshoot, you know, one-off kind of deals, that's not usually the case. Usually a lot of people will crap on them. But these seem to have struck a little bit of a chord, at least again, in my personal life. But I'd be really interested to hear what you have to say. Anyway, I have soda and Oreos. What do you have? Probably a better grasp on your adult life. But anyway, bye.